Coming up, Perth's rent crisis. A family forced to sleep at the beach after their home burned down. A bikini model claims a policeman stalking her after being nabbed 20 times. 6PR's Simon Beaumont on cyclists driving drivers to distraction. And Target's new clothes range criticised for not being bogan enough. Next. Now, cyclists versus pedestrians and drivers. As more and more people take to the roads on their bikes, it's causing huge conflict. Tonight, 6PR's Simon Beaumont explores the dangers. He joins one of Perth's toughest riding groups, reaching speeds up to 70 k's an hour.
I'm at 40, 45. Pretty fast.
Cycling, a healthy mode of transport to enjoy the great outdoors, or a menace to pedestrians and drivers.
With a car coming at you, you can only think death. You can only think, serious injury.
A 2-year-old toddler was almost run over by a cyclist.
So just go along the freeway here. Pace not too bad. Big pack, probably 30, I suppose. Turn come up here, they fly through these turns, these guys, with their skills. They're going to hit it hard soon when they get through this bit, get onto the Shelley foreshore. These guys will ramp it up. So the cyclists are two abreast. They're over the cycle half a fair bit. You kind of wait for other people to tell them what's coming up. So watch out for other cyclists. You hear the shouts here. From that 40, 45. Pretty fast. Pretty full on. Through here. Pretty close.
When we're going easy, we're going about 30, 32 k's an hour, and when it got wound up, we were doing about 50, 55 k's an hour. So the boys are still out there coming up the coast, and I reckon they're doing about 70 k's an hour.
At the moment, you're searching for oxygen, you're looking around, your head's turning, you're not aware of everything, either left or right. You lose direction as to which is left and right, and yet most definitely a risk in general.
Bike packs of up to 40 riders race along the footpaths and roads every day. Gary Suckling is a cycling coach and believes these packs can be dangerous.
How do you stop guys like me getting into those packs?
I think the time will come where they have to qualify to be allowed to join the group. I think that there's certainly a very big risk with new guys coming in that aren't up to that standard.
Another member of the cycling fraternity agrees. Heinrich Benz from the Bicycle Transportation Alliance.
I wish there would be a place where they could train better. I think the ride around the river is so seductive for all type of users. If you mix the bike packs into that, they really take over. And yes, I think they can be threatening to slow cyclists or to pedestrians.
Cyclists can also become the victims. Bill Gordon, his son and his friends were on a ride in Marmion Avenue last month when a nightmare unfolded.
He aimed straight at him, went straight at him, and it's bad enough seeing anyone in that situation, but when your own son's there, in the line of fire, basically, it's frightening. From there, he threw it into first gear, smoked his tyres up, let it rip, and just went straight at two of the boys. He clipped my son again, just on the way through, managed to get himself out of the way, and Clive, who was up against the curb and had one foot in the pedal, couldn't get out of the way, so the guy hit him, put him over the bonnet, over the curb, the car went over the curb, his bike went under the car and the car drove off.
But it's not just the bike packs. Stirling City Councillor Bill Stewart says that the speeds on this path in West Coast Drive are dangerous to pedestrians too.
Well, we know that a number of cyclists have been doing 20 to 25 kilometres an hour, but we've had some people do 35 kilometres plus.
At one stage you were considering a proposal of maybe getting cyclists to dismount along this particular section of path.
In key areas like Medham's Pool down here, that there is a real high risk. We have lots of senior citizens and families come here.
I think we have to learn to live together. We live in an urban environment, many people in a small space. You have to learn to live together.
Be that as it may, these are the facts. The packs are getting bigger, the riders are going faster, and drivers are getting stroppier. We're reaching a crisis point.
It's only a matter of time before someone actually does get killed here, and that's why we need to act.
Big groups of riders, impatient drivers, more pedestrians. Surely a recipe for disaster.
The real fear is that someone is going to get killed, and it's either going to be a young person or an elderly person.
Simon Beaumont with conflict between cyclists, pedestrians and drivers. He's happy to take your calls on 6PR tomorrow after 8:30. The number's on your screen.